Days into its commuter rail service, Sunrail had its first wreck. It was a small accident. We talked about it on the show this morning. Nobody injured as a train plowed into a landscaping trailer behind a pickup truck that was hanging out over the tracks, okay? But it is the little crash, as I explained, and I'll explain here on my Bud's Daily Rants and Raves video for you, with potentially enormous consequences, not just for Sunrail, but for all of us taxpayers here in Central Florida. You see, here's the deal. Sunrail can only be viable long-term if it is three things: affordable, considered safe by the public, and considered convenient alternative transportation. Well, it's affordable now because the rides are free, but even when you start paying, it's only $2, and I think the affordability thing they have covered. The issue is, you have a wreck like this and people begin to think about the safety issue. What if there was a gas tanker or a school bus as opposed to just a landscaping trailer? People inevitably think about this. The convenience, the people on that train and all the other trains in the northbound line, they were tied up short of their destination for literally hours from one minor wreck. People begin to think, you know what? I-4 is a nightmare, but at least I'll be behind the wheel and have some control of my situation that I don't have on a train. And this is something, it isn't Sunrail's fault, but it's the absolute nightmare scenario to have a wreck that gets people thinking in this regard just 5 days into the Sunrail service. And keep in mind, if people decide it's not safe, it's not convenient, they stop riding it, the operating costs will go way out of control because the revenue will be short because there won't be enough riders to support it. And that is what I warned you about when I opposed the Sunrail system. But now that we've got it, you've got to root for it to be economically viable. And a wreck, trust me, is the last thing Sunrail and the rest of us needed. That's what I think. What do you think? Join me for the next edition of Unheading Live right here on News Radio 102.5 WFLA, and I'll look for you then.